In an old dusty attic, a boy stumbles upon a locked wooden box. Inside lies his late father's journal, filled with dreams, worries, and love he never knew existed. From that moment on, the boy begins to see his father in a whole new light. Lucas, a 13-year-old boy, was helping his mother clean the attic when he discovered a wooden box buried under layers of dust. It was old, scratched, and secured with a rusty lock. Beneath it lay a faded note, "For my son, when he's ready." Lucas's heart pounded. He turned to his mother, confused. She simply smiled sadly and whispered, "It belonged to your father." Curiosity and an unspoken longing filled him. That night, Lucas couldn't sleep. Questions swirled in his head. What did Dad want me to know? The next day, Lucas found a small key hidden in an old drawer. With trembling hands, he unlocked the box. Inside were worn journals, faded photographs, and a faint scent of his father's cologne. As Lucas held the first journal, his hands shook. He hadn't seen his father's handwriting in years, not since the day he passed away. Lucas opened the journal. On the first page, a single sentence read, "To my son Lucas, if you're reading this one day, I hope you know I have always loved you, even if I didn't say it enough." Tears welled in Lucas's eyes as he turned the pages. He read about his father's quiet fears, of not being good enough, of failing to provide, of being too strict. He also read about the pride his father felt every time Lucas laughed, or when he brought home a good grade, or when he simply hugged him without reason. Lucas realized the man he thought of as distant had always loved him fiercely. He had just shown it in ways Lucas never understood. Each entry felt like a conversation they were finally having, even if it was too late. At the end of the journal was an unsent letter. It read, "Lucas, if I'm no longer here, remember you were never alone. Every time the wind passes through your window, that's me wishing you good night." Lucas clutched the letter to his chest, tears streaming down his face. The ache in his heart felt lighter, replaced by something warm, a connection beyond life and death. For the first time since his father's passing, Lucas didn't feel abandoned. He felt loved. He placed the journal back in the wooden box, but this time, it wasn't hidden. It sat on his bedside table, a daily reminder of a father's silent devotion and the bond that even time couldn't break. Sometimes, love from our parents isn't spoken aloud, but it's always there, in their sacrifices, in their fears, and in the quiet things they leave behind. For Lucas, the wooden box wasn't just a container of memories, it was a bridge to understanding. He realized his father's love hadn't disappeared with his passing, it had always surrounded him, waiting to be discovered.